So delight our customers. Again, make sure they're not just, meh, this works. Make them really happy. Be awesome. Man, I don't know if everyone here probably has had an experience where you have a team member that shows up and they're just like, oh, the Eeyore of your team. You just want to be like, man, you could be so awesome. I just need a little pep out of you. Okay, context matters, and we're going to get into this a little more detail here shortly about how we're going to choose our way of work. Be pragmatic. So what we find with some of these prescriptive frameworks is they make sense for many scenarios, but not all of them. So if we're pragmatic and we approach a situation or a problem with, maybe I should look at something else, that would be where Discipline Agile would step in. Choice is good. Optimize the flow. Organize around products and services. And again, that enterprise awareness. And enterprise awareness, what does that mean? So this right here is what's called the process blades. What's really great about Discipline Agile, I don't know if anyone here has taken the new PMP certification this year that they rolled out. Holy mollies, or if you've seen the new reading requirements. You know, this year PMI said, you know what, not just the PMBOK 7, we want you to study out of all 7 of these books. And so there's just so much information out there. There's so many books to read, so many training to take. For me, I feel like it's mind-numbing sometimes, and I feel like I can never catch my breath trying to grasp all the different ideas that are out there. So this is where Discipline Agile steps in. So the process blades, if you were working inside of Discipline Agile, you would get to click and drill down on any one of these process blades, and it goes into more detail about this process blade, this area of the enterprise, what it should look like, what a high functioning area would look like, its requirements, things you should avoid, common pitfalls, so on and so forth. And it garners this information from all these different frameworks that are already out there, and it says, hey, this is kind of the best of the best. Here you go, happy reading, read this page instead of this 100 books. So let me give you an example of what it would look like if I drilled down onto one of these process blades. Data management. Now, this is just a clip from the process blade, but it gives you a good example of what this would look like and some of the information you get if you were to drill down onto data management. Data is the lifeblood of your organization. Data is a corporate asset and needs to be treated as such. People deserve to have appropriate access to data in a timely manner. Second that. Data management must be an enabler of DevOps, and so on and so on. More additional information inside there. There's one for vendor management, gives you some tips on how to handle, vendors, what some best practices are, things to avoid, so on and so forth. So it gives you this great big giant recipe of how to be successful with different elements or different departments within your organization. And Discipline Agile is very scalable. This is a spider chart inside Discipline Agile that you would utilize to determine the level of risk in your project and or project team or team of delivery. So you would come across here, especially in this day and age where we're working from home. I know for myself, right now I'm working on a project where someone is in the East Coast time zone, Mountain time zone, Pacific time zone, Alaska time zone, and then for a plot twist, South Africa, which I don't even know what the name of that time zone would be, but I do know it's 15 hours apart. So in this day and age, we really have all this dispersed teams and additional risk. And so we can look here and be like, okay, how much risk does this project have? All right, now what I'm going to show you next is the process goals. The process goal diagram, to me, this and the DA browser, which I'm going to show you all here shortly, is really where you get your money's worth. So Discipline Agile delivery says these main process goals and these workflows are going to be the main attraction to your delivery team or your project team. And you would drill down onto these and they would go into more depth and give you options as to how to handle it. So for example, these down here are ongoing activities. Down here are ongoing activities. This is the inception of our project, the construction of our project, and then the transition of our project.